SD card. And I watched that SD card and I looked at it, and that's what I wanted.
In the hotel room, it showed her laying on the ground on the rug, and she was like all beat up. I mean, her face was not even recognizable. And he was hitting her and telling her that she isn't going to leave the hotel alive, that he's killing her.
It all started when a woman named Valerie got into a man named Brian's car and secretly took his camera. At that moment, Valerie was only looking to steal something she could quickly sell. But that tiny piece of plastic she held in her hand was actually the secret diary of one of the most brutal serial killers in Alaska's history.
I said to go shower. And she wouldn't. And I just did that. I put her in a black bag, a black plastic bag.
Like a garbage bag?
Yeah.
Sadly, in my movies, everyone dies.
From the outside, Brian Stephen Smith was a man living a regular life in Alaska, married and minding his own business. However, when the police watched that SD card, the scene they encountered was no different from a horror movie. The man in the video at the camera while torturing his victim, recording the final moments of his victims as if he were shooting a Hollywood movie. When detectives took Brian into the interrogation room, the first thing they did was ask if he knew why he was there. Brian said, "A few months ago, my truck was broken into. My wallet was stolen. You probably called me in for that."
Just put your face forward, you stupid. Do people have to be taught how to die these days? After 112,000 years of evolution, we haven't learned to die with, huh? I don't have time for you. To carry your sweating ass down in a car and go dump you somewhere, huh?
Mr. Smith, I'm Detective Lee, the Anchorage Police Department. I just want to show you my badge, my ID, so you know who you're talking to. This is Detective Bell, my partner. We have some matters we wanted to clear up with you and talk to you today, so I appreciate you coming up here with these guys and talking to me. Obviously, we're here at the airport. They brought you up here to talk to me, so we have some kind of a formality to get by. I have to read you what's called a Miranda warning. Okay. Do you know what that is?
Yes. I don't know when exactly they broke the window, but they. I got a phone call from one of the guys at work that said my window's broken. So, as I'm down there looking at this, what the messages start coming through on my phone. Mm-hmm. You know, your transaction at Lowe's for $500 and something dollars has been accepted, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. The little GoPro you said that was taken. What stands out about how does because I'm not familiar with GoPros. How do they record memory into the camera, or do they record on something else, or how does that work?
Oh no, yeah, it's got a little SD card on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, we have some matters we need to clear up, and the thing we need to talk about is recently some property was brought to APD, and I was given that property. It's a little SD card. And I watched that SD card and I looked at it, and that's what I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
So what can you tell me? Because you mentioned the SD card and the GoPro camera. So what can you tell me about that?
Well, usually everything I record is stuff from my trips when I go out camping. That's why I got a GoPro. It's got a very high frame rate. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to capture. You know, if you ever look on YouTube, you'll see the guys shooting through. Like latex or through bottles or something, and you can see the bullet going through.
Shooting a bullet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like I said, it's about that SD card. I wanted to kind of just see if this will refresh a memory here for you. That there, and that's it right there on top of that.
I've seen those. I've got one or two of those. You get those at Walmart.
Okay. Is that one like the one you're missing? Because you said you're missing one out of the GoPro.
No, well, the whole GoPro's gone.
Oh, the whole GoPro's gone.
Yeah.
But was that the type of card that might have been in that GoPro when it was gone?
No.
Okay.
I've got one of these that I've been using for my 3D printer.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where I've got these green ones. The other one's all black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and so like I said, this was brought to APD and given to me, and like I said, I viewed the images and the videos on that SD card.
Yeah.
And that's obviously that's how I got to you. That's how I figured out who you are.
Okay.
And that's what we need to clear up that matter of what's on that SD card.
Okay, what's on the card?
I just wanted to show you some pictures, see if they would help you kind of refresh the girl from that night.
No, that's not her.
Not her.
Just short hair.
Short hair. Okay.
Short hair. No.
Okay. All right.
She looks like a drug addict.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this woman before?
No.
Have you ever had any contact with her at all?
No. I have. Look, in the last 5 years that I've been here, probably starting about 2 years ago, I've probably gone out and picked up a girl or two. So I might have seen her before, but not fresh in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I told you on there that how I found you is we saw your truck. Is that?
That's my truck.
That's your truck.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else? And I'm going to step out here a minute, let you take a break, drink some water. Is there anything else about that evening that we haven't talked about that you want me to know about, or you think we should talk about?
No.
Well, you seemed curious about what was on the. You were asking me to show you what's on the SD card, and I don't have it here to show you exactly what's on there, but I wanted to talk about it. And like I said to you a minute ago, the images led me to you. There was images on there that led me to you, and for multiple reasons. The truck, like I said, I knew that was your truck. You're saying that's your truck in the photographs. There's pictures of the Marriott. There's pictures of the Marriott, the hotel room on the GoPro, or excuse me, on that SD card. And that's how I knew it was that Marriott. It was the Midtown Marriott.
Okay.
And the pictures, I don't know. You probably know about this. I think you're into technology and stuff.
Yeah.
Photographs, they have a time and date stamp. So the photographs are time and date stamped. So they basically the photographs time and date stamp matched at the time that you were at that hotel room.
Okay.
So that's how this SD card has led me to you.
Okay.
And like I said, there's a number of images on there, and there's a number of videos on there, and I brought some of the pictures to kind of go over with you about that. So this is one of the images on there. Part of it is kind of cut down a little bit, but can you tell me what's in that photo?
There's somebody's feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whose feet are those?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm looking at your shoes. I mean, it looks like the shoes you're wearing right now.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay. Is it safe to say those are your feet in that picture?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not the only person that's got shoes like this.
Okay.
I did recently buy these. I can't tell you when.
Okay, you can't tell me when. How long have you had them?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I don't know.
Where'd you buy them from?
These I would have got at Fred Meyer.
Okay. Okay. All right. I just want to show you some other images here and like I said, I've watched the videos and the images on there, and I've watched them multiple times, and that's why we're here. That's how I knew to talk to you. So these are just some of the other images on there.
Okay.
These are on the SD card.
Okay.
So what can you tell me about these photos?
This looks like someone that's already been beaten up a bit.
Okay. And these are images. These are images, but there's also videos of this person.
Yeah.
And another person in the room as well. And that's why we're here to talk to you about.
How many people in the room?
At least two.
Oh. Yeah.
So we need to address this. We need to clear this up.
Okay.
Mr. Smith.
You think I hit this girl?
Well, like I said, there's videos of it. There's video of it, there's audio of it, there's a voice I've been talking to you now for almost 30, 40 minutes. And I know it was your voice I could hear in the video.
Okay.
And if you'd like to hear some of that, I can refresh your memory with it.
The same pictures are on the SD card with your truck that you said was your truck.
Yeah, these are all on the same as your truck here. So.
That sounds like me.
Let me see.
What's happening when that's...
What's happening is on this video, on these images, the person that's recording it is holding the recorder and is standing basically above this girl and strangling her.
Okay.
And so we need to talk about this. We need to get ahead of this, Mr. Smith.
I don't want to act stupid, but I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything.
Okay. So what you're saying is it's definitely you talking on the recording, on the audio there, that you don't recall that?
That sounds like my voice. I've got a unique voice.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
It's English mixed with the Dutch.
Mm-hmm. And you talking and like I said, there's about 12 of these videos, and I've watched every single one of them multiple times, unfortunately. And you talking, you know what you're doing in those videos. I mean, you're describing what's going on in those videos. And so, Mr. Smith, I don't believe that you don't remember this happening. And like I said, we need to talk. We need to get ahead of this because this is pretty big here.
Yeah, but this is not the girl I picked up.
Okay, but that's definitely your voice on those audios. And I have no doubt about it. Like I said, I mean, your shoes are in the picture, your truck's in the picture, a Marriott cart, as you pointed out, is in the picture.
Yeah.
And then I can also point to this to you. This is the SD card file. And look at the fourth one down, what the name of that file is. Homicide, Marriott Hotel, Midtown, Anchorage. And this was modified on September 24th, 20 days later.
I did not do that. Why would I make a file like that? Look, I don't remember anything else. Really, I'm sorry.
I think you do remember it, Mr. Smith, and we need it. And like I said, we need to talk about it because right now, this right here is a small portion of this investigation, but this is just a small part of a very large investigation. And we're talking to people. We're talking to your wife. Okay.
When have you spoken to her?
We're talking to her right now.
Right now.
And like I said, this is. I mean, this is going to hit the news, and this might be your one chance to talk to give your side of it, to give your story, and that's why I'm here to talk to you today. I didn't have to come here and talk to you; I could have just had him take you, but I wanted to give you that opportunity to explain this because we got the evidence. We know you were out there. Your phone shows you were out there.
Yeah, well, it's showing it. Yeah, I'm not.
So we need to talk about it. We need to address it.
Yeah. Well, look, this sounds very serious. No matter what, I'm going to be in deep. So. Okay, I'll tell you what I remember. The next day at work, I saw something dripping out the back of my truck. And I was like, what? And I opened up, and there was somebody there underneath. There was a blue, like a tarp at the back of my truck. And the back flap doesn't really lock. I've actually put a padlock on now since then. And I saw somebody, and I was like, what must I do? What must I do? And because I've been out before, I thought, who's going to believe me? It's like the guy that gets stopped and he's got drugs in his pocket and it's like, it's not mine, that's the way I was feeling, No one's going to believe me. So I was thinking for a long time, what must I do? And then the one night I thought, well, I've got to get rid of this. I can't. And I drove out, and I did. I went and dumped it.
Why didn't you, when you saw it dripping out of the back of your truck, and
I was scared.
If you didn't remember what happened, why didn't you call somebody and say, hey, there's somebody in the back of my truck?
Well, that's the thing. Who would believe me? It's like I said, it's like the guy walking around. Police found drugs in his pocket, and he says, no, it's not mine, and everybody says, oh, yes, we believe you, It's the same thing. Who would have believed me that I found something in the back of my truck? I don't remember.
So you're admitting that you were at the hotel, that's your stuff, that's your voice, and you admit that you took the body out there and dumped the body, right? So why would there be photographs of her in the back of your truck at the dump site, which you admit to doing? On the same SD card, listen to me.
Okay.
On the same SD card that has all these photos on it and videos of you killing her. So tell me how a body can be found in the back of your truck randomly while you're at work, because you want us to believe somebody else put that body in there. And then you just happen to drive it out there, and there's photographs
On the same SD card?
On the same SD card of this woman in the back of your truck with the sheets that are on that card.
Like the angle of your action shot. You live, you die. You live, you die. You live, you die. Sadly, in my movies, everyone dies. I get the Oscar. Goes once for yes, goes twice for no. Oh geez, there was two gasps. But you're resisting me. Okay. So here's the throat, here's the hair, here's the string I've got. I've got a string there. Okay, I'm gonna pull the string back here. Yeah, it's all tightened. Just put your face forward, you stupid. Do people have to be taught how to die these days? After 112,000 years of evolution, you haven't learned to die with, huh? I don't have time for you about drinking time. I got a bottle of whiskey still to go through, and it's already like come on, just take one for the team. Huh? Take it for the team. Take it for the team. So, I know this is like way, but swallow it. Just fucking swallow it. To carry your swing ass down to my car and go dump you somewhere, huh? You just up my entire evening. Just finish, please. I'm tired. I need to go on straight and narrow. Just stop.
While you were on your trip, another thing that you were looking up is basically making a confession to the police on your deathbed. Something you Googled, something you were searching. Can you tell me about that?
I did not do that.
Well, it was in your search history on your Google.
I did not search making a confession on my deathbed. I did not do that.
Anybody else have your phone while you were gone?
No. My wife and myself were together. She doesn't know how to use a phone at all. No, I did not Google it. Whoever told you that is telling you a lie. Or, if you search something, there's sometimes a result of stuff, and you don't know what the result is. But I would never search about anything like that. And if I log into your computer now with my Gmail account and I type anything in there, it'll show me everything I've ever Googled. So I can prove it to you right now. Yeah. I just cannot understand why I would do something like this. And that's what your question is. Why would I do that?
I mean, we know you did it. You know you did it. We're just looking for, and there may not be a why that you think is reasonable, right?
Yeah.
But there is a why as to what happened. We might not know why it happened, but you know what happened. You're gonna see what happened. You're gonna see what you did.
I just don't know why would I get angry like that?
Just you're not angry.
Yeah. So you said
No, you're very calculated. You're narrating in it.
Why would I say I've got an audience?
I'm not saying that you have an audience, but you're clearly talking to.
Yeah,
you're not just talking to her. You're narrating this, and it's because of whatever fantasy it is that you have in your mind. Whether you're going to share this with other people or you intended on it, I don't know, but you certainly intended on viewing it yourself. And you're clearly exerting power over this person.
Jesus God.
What do you think up until that point?
That girl's dying. It's my hand, it's my arm.
No, it's not going to be very hard to figure. Like I said, this is when this gets on a 55-inch TV.
Yeah.
There's no voice in this one.
That's TV in the background.
Yep.
Hotel room TV.
Yeah. She's alive there.
Yeah, there.
Camera.
That's my voice.
Dying now. My hand's tired. Just.
I don't talk like that.
No. Just.
Bradley Phillips does, or whoever that is. Then
Let's do this.
No, Bradley's a naughty person. Bradley's a naughty person.
you know, because the video that we watch, frankly, it doesn't look like an amateur. Everything else does, but it doesn't look like the person in that
Very
video.
comfortable.
It doesn't look like it's the first time they've killed somebody. You're enjoying yourself, killing her.
So if there's something else we need to talk about, now would be the time to do it. The one thing I wanted to ask you is your truck. Did you ever wash it out, spray it out, anything like that?
After she
you
was
dumped
in
the
it.
body?
Are we going to find biological evidence in your truck? Did you bleach it? Did you wash it?
At the back, I had a piece of carpeting at the back, and there was a bit of blood on it. So I cut that piece of carpet out and I tossed it in a dumpster, and I did spray bleach on there to try and kill the germs and whatever. That was a wise thing to do, unlike everything else. So yeah, so you'll see the back of my truck. It's cut. You know. Are you guys in a rush to go home?
Are we in a rush?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk some more?
We're not in a rush. We got
all night.
I have 2 days.
I saw your ears do that.
You know what? I mean, that's what we do. We love to talk.
Some time ago, I can't remember when, I picked up a very drunk girl. My wife was gone. She was away for the weekend. I had to go home, and I shot her, and I know you guys are doing the good cop, bad cop. I know I'm gonna burn already, so, and I don't want you to have to waste your time.
We appreciate that.
But yeah, so I shot this girl, and then I went and dumped her out on that little side road going towards Butte. When you turn off the highway.
By the Escalating power plant?
Yeah, around about that area. Yeah. You must have found her.
You may have. How long ago was that about?
Oh my God, 3 years ago. She was smelling. I knew she was homeless then. You know, she was stinking, and I was getting upset. And I said to her, "Go take a shower," you know, because now there's smell in the house. You know, Stephanie would smell like there was a homeless person in the house, and she wouldn't do it. She kept saying no, and I was worried that she's going to vomit now, because then I realized that she really had been drinking a lot. No excuse, but I'd also been drinking a hell of a lot. Like I said, when Stephanie goes, that's Brian time, or as you call it, Brad time. I went through to the garage and I got my little pistol there, and I said to her, go shower, and she wouldn't, and I just did that, and I
While she was on the couch?
yeah, I just shot her. Like, there was no. The messed up thing, I can tell you honestly, there was no emotion there. It was just, you're not listening to me, go shower. You're not listening to me. You know, I knew that the longer she stays there, the worse trouble I'm going to get in with Stephanie. She's going to stink up the place. If she vomits on the carpet, it's going to be, you know. Okay, so It was hereabouts. Let me go into this view. Oh, let's go around it more. It wasn't so far in. But it was that side of the road. There was just a little entrance going in. And if you're coming from this side, the little entrance is here, and then within a few feet, the Armco barrier starts. Those metal barriers.
Okay.
I'm going to be on frickin' America's Dumbest Criminals.
There's some relief. It's got to be some relief.
I feel better. I feel a lot better. That's why I wanted to tell you about this. I actually took Alicia there because I was boasting.
You took her to
Yeah, I was boasting to her, and but I knew. But this is like a year after, or 2 years after.
It's going in her, and then you draw his hand out, and he's holding the GoPro, and then he bites his hands on her leg. The pictures are her breast, and he's grabbing them so hard that the blood is pooling. Y'all don't know what I'm doing to get this information. I'm doing all kinds of crazy sexual acts with him to get this information out of him, and having to pretend to like it. I can't do this anymore. He's getting more wild.
All I can tell you is that there's something wrong with me. I mean, it's obviously it's the second time, so there's something wrong with me. That's why I did it. You know that.
So you're struggling with that internally. You believe that there's something wrong with you, that you could do this, and so you're struggling with.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is not normal behavior. This, you know.
The twisted world of directing that Brian Stephen Smith had built for himself completely collapsed in February 2024. After only a few hours of deliberation, the jury delivered its verdict. Brian was sentenced to a staggering 226 years in prison for 2 counts of first-degree murder, sexual assault, abuse of corpses, and tampering with evidence. But this case was about much more than just putting a monster behind bars. Kathleen and Veronica were women trying to survive in homeless camps in Alaska. Brian didn't choose them by accident. He targeted the most vulnerable, the quietest members of society, the ones who would be missed the least when they vanished. And yet, as investigators dug deeper into Brian's digital devices and cloud accounts, the terrifying scope of the case expanded even further. The footage didn't just contain Kathleen and Veronica. There were videos and photos of dozens of unidentified women. Perhaps, just as Brian boasted in his own words, many others lost their lives in his dark movies, and we only ever got to see a fraction of the horror.